Isaac Sejombe here, Andrew Kagwamaiga on my far right. I want us to dive right into it. It has been a seemingly busy week in terms of art and music. Tubadde ne njagala tusandike ne Joshua Baraka at Blankets and Wine, Kenya. This young man seems to be shooting for the heights. Tazikiza. Every day he keeps us abreast with what is going on in his career. Ayongera tu kuchipia. He was at Blankets and Wine, and like we've been talking off air, he sort of almost headlined the show. For you guys who followed, Andrew, soko tuweko Baraka.
This show was supposed to happen on July 26th.
Yeah.
But then because they were going to commemorate, I think the Gen Zs, you remember that whole situation that involved Gen Zs. Yeah. So it couldn't happen. It was pushed. Yes, I have a hiccup. It was pushed to the last weekend. So what most of you need to know is the headlining act was supposed to be Thames. She was announced as the headlining act. But of course, I think there is this thing that happens with international artists when you come around, you read the room, you see who people are listening to, who people are vibing to. So I have a feeling she read the room and she decided to change things on the D-Day. According to what I was told, Thames asked her team to get Joshua Baraka because they needed to talk.
So was that before
when the show was already going on? So they talked. Remember, the people that were announcing the show kept telling people so and so is coming, and after so and so will come. But then when she talked to him, she asked him to perform after her because it would be a better show if he came up after her. One is more upbeat, she's a bit R&B and mellow. And then besides that, he is really loved in Nairobi. And I think this is his first big show in Nairobi. He has been
towards then
in smaller spaces.
Has he ever performed with Bien in Nairobi?
No. He has never performed with Amalo, another girl he sang Bend It with. But he had this was actually his second show in Nairobi. He performed there during the New Year's, but Blankets is bigger. So they talked and he accepted. He was, I think, enough to accept. And Thames performed. She did her job, but that audience stayed behind to wait for Joshua Baraka. Remember, Thames's team puts the stage together for nearly 45 minutes, and they dismantle it for nearly the same amount of minutes. So you're thinking if the headline has finished, there are chances people are going to leave.
And then I remember those 40 minutes.
Yeah, those 40 minutes of
and just DJ playing.
Yes, so, and then to keep time, the organizer of Blankets and Wine decided to give her closing remarks, which would have been her closing remarks after. She decided to give her closing remarks after Thames. So it kind of really felt like
the show was done.
The show was done. Joshua Baraka had not performed without people being informed why he's not performing. But people, for some reason, stayed around. When she finished her remarks, the band started playing. And this guy comes on stage. And he owns it for more than 45 minutes. Those people who are singing along to Alone, that Alone which has Siri Kweda Vida, they were singing along to it like they knew it. Okay, not like they knew it. they knew songs many Ugandans do not even know that Joshua Baraka did. So he had a good time on stage when he was singing Wrong Places. I don't know if you saw the video.
I saw, yeah.
There was that video. Like, technically, the entire space was singing Wrong Places. So, yeah, there was proof that I think the boy has grown. I know very many people try to dismiss him, and those people are usually musicians and media personalities that belong to certain camps because...
You know the reason why they dismiss him? They don't want him in their spaces.
They don't want him in their spaces. And the good thing he has done, he's not
ignored.
in their spaces.
He has ignored them.
He has ignored them. He's not in their space. He's creating his own space elsewhere. He's technically telling us how things are supposed to be done.
Interesting. Would you like to add anything, Isaac, on Baraka?
Yes, I would like to add something to Baraka. But not just Baraka, to Thames as well. You know, traveling to different parts of the world teaches you a lot of things. And Thames, I believe, has traveled, has experienced a lot in her recent years of dominance. Because, trust me, if it was another artist who has not traveled, he wouldn't or she wouldn't make that bold move.
Yeah.
Of reading the room. Listen, I believe Thames also had Joshua Baraka's music before she
came to perform there.
Yes, she came to perform.
Yes.
And she knew the impact she would have on the audience. So usually with our artists, they want to be the last artist to perform on such big stages. But for Thames to accept Nagambo Mani, amasanyalaze gano ono omwana ajja kikuba okusinga nze, it takes a lot of what? Guts.
Yeah.
Guts zaali nyingi zeyakozesa okukola ekyo. She was paid. Nti okola move eyo doesn't mean that Joshua Baraka received more money than Thames. She got more money because she was the headlining act. Naye okuvaayo nakkiriza n'agamba manyi kandeka ono omwana kikulaga nti Joshua Baraka is not just being recognized by the audience, but he's being recognized by fellow artists, bigger artists mu spaces ezo. Kikulaga nti he's going to go places. I believe, even after that show, I strongly believe that we talked for a future project or anything. They must have talked.
And he's good at making those connections.
Yeah. Just imagine if Thames has a tour somewhere else. I'm so sure her team stayed behind to watch what Joshua Baraka did on that night, because I believe the show ended.
There are chances that she also stayed around.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Kati, don't be surprised if Thames on one of her tours invites Joshua Baraka. To curtainize for her or anything. So it is a very good thing, and the other thing is Joshua Baraka's music is moving without the publicity that Ugandan artists are used to.
It's organic.
It's organic. Just imagine if it was another Ugandan artist on that stage and the impact Joshua had on that stage. Just imagine ekyalibadde ku social media. Just imagine bannamawulire. It's just a chosen few abamanyi ekyagenze maaso, and he's safe that way. Joshua Baraka is not the kind of artist you can hate. You'll hate him, he greets you, he laughs, he goes away.
Like I usually tell people, Joshua Baraka is the only Ugandan, because I've covered many Ugandan artists. He's the only one that will see me when I've not seen him. He will come around, tap me, and is like, "Save all your tear." Like I do not see that with
that humility.
He's so humble.
With what he has achieved and what the milestone he has hit so far, you would expect that amalala gatandise, but he has stayed grounded and interesting. I'm from Baraka though. We come back home. Emunyonyawo Speak Resort. I think that was last Saturday. Last week on Saturday, we had the launch of the Museveni album. And I think it was spearheaded by Kenzo and
the Federation.
The Federation. I saw a lot of very unfamiliar faces and some of some musicians whom we have not heard from in about 10 or 15 years. For example, is it called Black Man? There's a guy who sang I keep forgetting the name of that song, but it's one of those in the generation Yaba, the guys who sang
Black Boy
Kunjani. That guy. I saw him there. Yabadeyo, Zigidi was there.
Zigidi was there.
Yeah, Zigidi was there.
Abdul
Mulasi. A couple of artists we've not William Mukabya. A couple of artists we've not really heard from in a while. But I don't even know where to start from with this song. But is this a reincarnation of Tubonga Nawe? I know we are going to have a discussion on Tubonga Nawe further, but what message did this send Isaac Atandike Nawe?
I wasn't invited for that launch, but I managed to talk to Beta, Eddie Kenzo's manager, after the launch. And I asked him what was the whole event all about. And in his words, he said, it's just to appreciate this album. It's a 15-track album. Is to appreciate the president and the ruling party for the work they've done for the industry. Nemubuza, what kind of work are you talking about? Nagamba, through the federation, bayimbi bangi bafunyemu medical bills, nangamba copyright etambula,
nangamba ekolera ddala ki
are reporting about you
etambula. Then nagamba nti right now industry sector eri recognized by the government nti ne mu budget allocation mwebali. So kati okubanga abaddiza government, they've decided to do this album with Eddie Kenzo as the executive producer of the album.
How many songs are on the album?
15 songs.
Where are they?
Nemubuza, okay, 15 songs. Nangamba, they did not want to centralize this album. So they decided to include other artists from other regions. Nabo bali mu album eyo. Erimu Oluganda, erimu Olukyoli, erimu Olunyankole, erimu biki byonna. Nemuga, and what did you want to achieve with this album? Naga muno kyebatunuulira ekirala as a way of paying back to the president. Those are the songs that are going to be used in the campaigns. It will not, they do not want the president and his team to go to Mbarara ate bakobe Tubonga Nawe in Mbarara. So they will use the songs from Mbarara campaigning the president in Mbarara. They will use the songs on the album from Acholi or campaigning Girachi. You understand?
Yes.
So Nemuga, hey. So that was the whole idea of the what? Of the launch.
Of the launch. Okay. Interesting. Andrew, did you follow the launch of the album?
I followed the launch. And it was one of those useless things where I could say our money was spent for no good reason. Matter of fact, none of us knows any of the songs that are on the album, but we know Eddie Kenzo has a father.
Apparently, olaba Uganda obutabeera na a straight way of doing things. So the main idea of the ceremony was the launch. Naye ffenna twagenda okuvaayo ebiswitchinze twogera ku Chef Ali
Kenzo's newly found father.
So kati ebyalonki nyimba mmeka byonna nebikola ki nebibulirawo
neweziri
tetumanyi kati ebintu for 3 days running 4 days. Actually, we're going to a week. Twogera ku Chef Ali. Interviews zonna ezikolebwa ku Kenzo kati center eri ku taatawe okitegeera naye ate center yalibadde kuki
ku album.
Yes, because clearly byonna ebyali emunyonyi byali all about music naye byonna tetukola ki narrative yo yakolebwa omukulembeze yajja nange ono mwana wa mujasi taata we ono sister mwimuke olaba ebafaanagana ebya music ne tubivaako okitegeera
one tulina okukkiriza nti at the moment music industry yagwa and this album launch was one of those things that stamp that fact. Music industry yagwa nti if you remember very well when Tubonga Nawe happened Museveni needed artists. Tubonga Nawe was pitched to artists. This album was technically pitched to the president. I don't know if you see a big difference. Nti Tubonga Nawe was pitched to artists by the people on the campaign. This album abayimbi bebeekuŋŋaanya ne beekolamu omulimu era nga nsuubira mu kumaliriza awo oba gye tunaagenda nga tweyongera tujjawulira nti waliyo ssente ze bawadde sako always wabaawo sako
because in his statements Kenzo said the president said nti he's willing to listen to artists and he's willing to invest in artists in the sector oba bilioni 2 oba bilioni 3 oba bilioni 5 yabuyita na busente sente
so ekisooka nti industry kati yagwa industry yasemba oba n'amaanyi in 2021 when Bobi Wine was on the ballot for the first time nti era bw'ojjukira there is a way the government worked directly and indirectly with artists. Bateeka abayimbi bangi ku campaign much as campaign eziri physical tezaali nawo nga tezaali wekyo oyinza ogamba nti zikiriziddwa kati nempulyawo n'agwa mu nkuubo nti mulimu n'abayimbi be baasasula si campaigningira Museveni but not to talk about Bobi Wine like you're sorted to be quiet to play like the guy does not exist.
True.
Naye bw'otunuulira what's going on right now one of the things you can see nti industry egudde kati abayimbi bebeguya omukulembeze w'eggwanga nti ate katura kuba akimanyi nti kati tebakyalimu nsa okiraba nti n'eddembe weeri ey'omuyimbi okuvayo n'agamba mpagira Kyagulanyi because I feel like right now you have more pronounced artists who are in vogue who have music nga bawagira Kyagulanyi nga tekiriiko obuzibu teri abalinako obuzibu. If you remember 2021 buli muyimbi yali eyawagira Kyagulanyi yali either yagwa oba nga family oba nga mukwano gwe nnyo naye literally everyone went neutral in 2021 bwe byatuka ku Kyagulanyi ne basirika ne batamwogera because I don't even remember Nina Rose being vocal about Kyagulanyi in 2021
true.
So just the way gy'olaba nti kati ne bwe bawagira gwe baagala teri abakwatako akimanyi tewakyali influence yaabwe era ne Kwena album I have a feeling bamwetaaga okusinga ye bw'abeetaaga and abayimbi baweddemu nnyo ensa nti kati babalabanga omanyi abantu nga akimanyi nti ne bwe mwogera abantu tebajja bawuliriza cause trust me abantu abali ekololo okuperforming ewa Museveni ne bwe batandibaddewo abantu crowd yandibaddewo because ababaleeta babe bamanyi engeri y'okuteekawo awo abantu whether you have artists or you do not have artists saabayimbi bajja kusanyusa ate okumanya nti kati abantu industry yagwa nnyo nti olaba nti n'obusungu bw'abantu this year butini nnyo okulaba omuntu nti yaperforminze wa Museveni nti they know they love Chameleon but tebagenda gamba nti bamuboycottinze kuba yaperforminze wa Museveni bakimanyi Chameleon teyesiika Chameleon is not the person you can look forward to morally bakimanyi abayimbi tebaliimu nsa ate ng'ebintu ebyo byonna byajja biragibwa ku 2021 nti poliisi wano yakuba abantu okubamala obumazi mu those November riots. You got Nigerian and Kenyan artists speaking about the situation in Uganda before Ugandan artists spoke about the situation. Because they did not know what to do with the things that were going on. So, tugenzo otuuka wano buli kyoli mu kulaba kiri mu kulaga nti kati industry omukulu takyajeguya nnyo yemweguya okumanya takyajeguya yatandise n'okulangira abamu mu public because kyeyakoze yanaabidde musajja waffe mu maaso
although actually some people bakitutenga it was a plus to Bebe that Muzei works with him and you know but I think I want to agree with Andrew that it was
the whole person who
that now
from all this was Eddie Kenzo.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the praises he got on that day,
because when you look at the pattern of the words there, because it says
that was very telling.
But Eddie Kenzo, yes, Sigika. Like that's telling
that he has shown us that yes, Sigika, he has done well with what we have given him.
Yeah.
Then I tried to work with Bebe Cool. He's told me he's putting up a recording studio somewhere. I don't know what happened to that studio. Is Bebe Cool here? That kind of that said still, something.
You would wonder why Bebe Cool was not there.
But
because I think it's the first event.
But also I think it's a pattern. I think if you've followed that Bebe Cool ebintu ebirimu Kenzo lately abadde sidelining for reasons best known to him. Because in the federation yenyini I don't see his footmark there.
Mu federation bo basalawo okukibera yeni chameleon bote bakiri
after okugibaamu ng'etandika.
Naye kati kino ekirimu gundi because era sente zatambudde awo emulimu.
Of course.
Olaba kati Bebe Cool, because Bebe Cool now when it comes to NRM nezino campaigns, he's not just an artist. He's an organizer.
But he has been very, very active in the manifesto launch, the nominations.
He's one of the organizers.
I think there is a way he's choosing where he will shine from.
Because I heard ne kugundi ku nomination day Salvador ne Mark Dex Ron Baba was sent to be the MCs at that function. Nete balina kigambo kye baayogera.
Ba MC tebalina kye namulimu gwo baagukola.
Baaliwo naye tebalinyako ku stage. Omukulu buli kimu
yakyekoleramu. Namulaba yaniriza n'abagenyi. He was even ushering in musicians who came. He was ushering, MCing, organizing, stage manager. He was all over the place.
And you're producing a chivalry. Because tuyinza okugwerayo nga yeyakye producing. Because omanye ennaku zino literally buli muyimbi afuna kasente akawerawera katamuluma ng'ayingiza ebyuma.
Ate si alina tondeka ekiwatu era kwewunya aleese ebyuma.
So ani ya producing ekimu
simanyi ani yakiproducing naye ye ali busy. So kati Kenzo ye kino yakifunamu.
Naye ate nalaba gundi ku stage naye yaliko ku MC Mulangira House.
Kuchawa.
I think it was the manifesto launch.
Akatijukira Ndawula ne Bebe.
Bali
5 and 6. Anyway, so away from that.
Nengo JK ekyo. Tulina ekyo kyetulina otutunuulira. Abayimbi bonna abali ku manifesto n'abayimbi bonna abali ku album. Ebyala tewakyali asitula bantu.
True.
Nti okyasobola obutassa any of them ku poster and we shall not notice that they are not on. Era kiyinza ogamba ekya nti abayimbi bonna nga bwe baaliko nga bonna bwe baali kwebyo ebivu. I think with the exception of Chameleon naye nedda manyi bonna balina kati we baatuuka nti bakolera ku Serena. Manyi Serena eyo erina obukodyo bubiri. Abayimbi abasinga baba catalog artists. They are coming to sell their catalog and bajjawo bakimanyi tebasobola kujjuza kisaawe. Naye bano abantu 3,10,000 osobola okukola ki okufuna engeri gy'obawezaawezaamu awo. Naye nga wadde obalaba nti bali 3,000 abayimbi bonna abali awo beetaaga emyezi nga 6 okujjuza Serena. Ate bwe bagijjuza tasobola giddamu lunaku lwakubiri. Kozi oyinza okugamba nti bakyasobola kujjuza Serena olinaga naye bagikuba ne bagijjuza, naye bonna beetaaga emyezi nga 6. Ate nga after emyezi egyo 6 tebasobola gizzaako olunaku lwakubiri. Ate nga abasinga ne next year tebasobola giddamu. So there is a pattern. Omanyi wano mu Uganda kyangu nnyo okugwa nga tomanyi oba n'olwawo okutegeera nti wagwa. Naye nga bayimbi abasinga abaali awo baagwa, abamu tebannakitegeera butegeezi.
They haven't realized nti bali ku ttaka. Okay. Guys, we move away from that tugende ku the embattled alien skin. He returned mawulire again for not very good reasons. I don't remember the last time he came to the news for good reasons ever since he came on the music scene.
Yeah.
So he was allegedly hunted by police or wanted by police for murder of a young man who I understand was part of his crew, the Fangon Forest crew, and the guy died in very unlikely circumstances. And then his death was, this is a story I'm trying to pick, I don't know the facts, but his death was pinned to alien skin. And then for some time, the guy disappeared, alien skin. He was, God knows where. I think the day before yesterday, he showed up at Katwe police station. Reportedly, he took himself there for, questioning and all that. But I understand today he left the police and went back to his home. I think today or yesterday. But what should we talk about alien skin now? Because this is not new. These allegations of him beating up people, maybe it's just now that it's escalating to murder, but is the story new or this is the same old alien skin?
Previously, it has been about assault,
yeah.
Phone stealing, minor cases. But when it involves murder, that is another case.
Yeah.
So that is why it has gotten all the attention it's getting right now. It's true, the boy died. The boy was part of his crew. He was a dancer. Then he left. But his leaving did not please alien skin. So, omwana, before he died, he said, he was going to pick something. Then one of alien skin's crew members called Babu, that light-skinned guy, n'amusanga. So mukumusanga n'amukwata. So commotion eyo nereeta abantu nga bajja babuuza biki aga ono mumanyi biki kati n'omuvubuka out of fear n'alema okwewozaako ne balinnya boda ne bagenda kati we batuuka eri mu Babu yagawa omuvubuka bagenda alien skin agenda kwogera naawe naye olwatuuka eri alien skin mbu n'agamba koleki bamukube as a way of disciplining him. So kati ate nga omanyi abantu b'omu ghetto, their way of disciplining is not the same discipline other people give. So they punched him, ne bamukola ki. Then we balaba nga bamukubye ekimala, like the beating was so
too much.
bad. Ne bamutwala ne bamusuula waliwo we bamusuula. So kati guy wa boda muzira kisa n'amulonda n'amutwala wa mu ddwaliro waliwo ka clinic, but it's called something like that. Kati bagenda omukebera nga alina internal bleeding. Ne bagamba ono tetujja mukola ki musobola. Nabo ne bamuzira. Kati mu kumuzira then ne bamuzaayo waka yabeera. So all that time he's not getting medical attention. Kati abalala bwe bamugiriwa kumutwala emulago so okutuuka emulago gye yakola ki
yafiira
kati awo attention netandika okukola ki okujja ku alien skin kuba omuvubuka yakyogera babu yansanze mu ndeeba n'antwala alien skin n'agamba nkube so he confirmed that it was who alien skin yakola ki yalagira bamukube so kati ebyo byonna bijja nga tuyinayo launch ya manifesto ekololo so police comes out and says they are hunting for alien skin. Alien skin was listed as one of the performers at the manifesto. So after police saying they are looking for alien skin shows up at Kololo. Negaliye. Nebajja, police was just knocking on. Na performing. Kati era ye ng'abala akazannyo. N'agamba ajoyininze ki? NRM for security. And it was okay. He was not touched. Kati because of the pressure eyo n'omwana mu mawulire biki akazitondooza ne kakola ki nekajja n'asooka n'afunamu commit time. Kati mu kufuna meet time awe bagambira mbu he's missing. Police says we do not have him. Bali bagamba no, it is police that has him. So because it's not the first time it's happening, his gang members stormed Machindye court. When was it? Yesterday. Nga bagamba bayinza omupresentinga ku court police ye mwina. Era some people were beaten up by the police. So kati ndooza okaminga the situation naga akambeeyo n'agenda ne yeeropa ku police. Kati omwogezi wa police omukulu Patrick Onyango najja na confirming them they have alien skin. But I'm told teyasuze nayo.
Yavuddeyo yesterday.
Yavuddeyo n'adda ku Fangon. Okitegeera. N'adda ku Fangon. So kati feno mu public ne tusigaza kiri nti alien skin ali mu komera, but he wasn't in the cells.
Alien skin is keeps giving. Andrew, anything on alien?
I could say Wali. We bamwetaaga
Bani.
Let me tell you, cause olaba ekintu kya alien ng'omuntu yafudde simanyi kale kyaliwo naye abasinga okitambuza abantu ba industry manyi no industry erimu okwerwanyisa kungi. Yes, yakola ensobi, but there were people to amplify it. I think at the moment tusobola okkiza nti abayimbi baffe bonna be tulina abanene balina fayiro za police ennyingi ennyo. There is something about fayiro za police ezo nti ziina engeri gye ziteeminga omuntu. Kati nyinza okugamba nti mukulu bamuyita Murana. Mukulu Murana waali Patrick.
Speaking of Patrick, omusajja w'ekirevu
ekyo mukoze kyaki?
amazina alabikako naye tugende maaso.
Ekyo mukoze kyaki?
Mukulu Murana Patrick waali we bamwetaagira. Tombuuza baani naye nga kati ogenda kulaba agenda beerawo okukakkana okungi. Kuba kati oba twagala oba tetwagala alien skin alina police file embi esinga kuzira endala ezibaddewo.
Eno egenda kusikayo ziri zonna.
Ey'ensambya naye tennaggwa bulungi.
Could his ending be similar to Sipapa's?
Of course.
Yeah. Ekisooka omanyi waliwo lwe nali ku radio ne ngamba abantu alien skin byakola akole nga yeegendereza kwata si chameleon. Nti chameleon twamukkiriza akole byonna byayagala cause chameleon yatuwa emyaka 10 eja music non-stop. Nti ne tukyuka n'okukyuka ne tumukkiriza nti wampisa mbi naye music tumwagala. Nti at the moment alien awo tannatuukawo. Cause nyinza n'okuba nga kayimba kakaliko sikamanyi oba nga fenano tetukamanyi. So awo tannatuukawo sinza agamba nti alien atuuse mu buli nnyumba ya muntu abantu okubeera nga bamukkirizanga bw'ali cause kikirize kamyoni yatuuka mu buli nnyumba ya muntu
kituufu
ne batuuka ne bamukkirizanga bw'ali nti yes yejjajjako akuba abantu tumukkiriza alien nawo tannatuukawo so kino kikyasobola omukomya waba tali serious.
Okay. Alien tusoke tumuveeko tuddeyo ku music because Alien bw'omwogerako music aba mutono nnyo mu mboozi ye. So today ku music Navio has a concert. One that I believe will set a certain trend if done well, if pulled off well. It is an orchestra show.
It's going to be pulled off well.
It is an orchestra show. Patrick Ozere tunetutandika nawe ku Navio. What are your expectations from Navio's orchestra show?
My expectations.
The show is on Saturday 4th. This Saturday.
Yeah, I liked the idea. Very good an idea. However, one of the interviews that is nalabye Navio zakola, I think earlier this week ngata agamba kyegenda beera orchestra, which ideal I thought was going to be fully. Nali nalabye agamba ne band egenda beerawo.
Shows the orchestra bako band ne orchestra.
Okay. Sarabako ku behind the scenes of how it went in terms of rehearsals and what. But I believe agenda setting a trend ennungi and if he pulls it off well, I think it is something other artists will pick up because tubadde ekintu kya band abamu gamanyi nozide tale ne batagikozesa ne batukuba akabaati. So I think it's something me I love artists abagezaako kubanga ba breaking ngaleeta ekintu ekipya na kintroduce.
You get breaking things.
Also omuntu nga Bebe Cool nti yajja ekintu kya album ya aina another aspect gye yakiwa in terms of pushing. Era olaba abantu abalala abazze ne bafulumya album bakikola a little bit different. So I believe also Navio ekintu kino kyali okukola other people will pick it up.
I don't think other people will pick it up because of the financial muscle behind it. Nti abayimbi baffe omanyi we biba byetaaga okuinvestinga
awo tebaagala
kutunulawo okitegeera. So naye Navio, because I had an interview with him yesterday, nangamba it's not an idea that just came yesterday. It's an idea he has been having. Naye nga he's waiting okulaba oba aliwo omuntu anaakola ki anaakitandika. Nanzizaayo okemabega nti ebintu bye bazze bakola nti we batandikira okushootinga vidiyo ez'akabi ne badida ku bandi nga tewali akola ki abikola. Naga kati awo twayitawo najja nagaana recording an album, album ya Navio Project X, his last album, experimental nagishootingira eyo
yagirekodingira nnyo mu surroundings.
Nti ye akola ebintu ebipya ku scene alinga Morris okuzuula venues ezo nti akola ebintu, so he has been waiting for this naye nga tewali akola akikola naga akola ekiye kakikola.
In fact kyoyogedde about Morris, because Morris yasooka performing an orchestra last year.
Oh, so Navio si agenda okisooka?
No, Morris performing an orchestra last year. And orchestra Morris performing an yegendo okubira Navio. Even the maestro.
Maybe
no,
Navio.
Maestro, the conductor
wa orchestra.
Echa Navio chiblowinze nnyo because Navio is more of this other side.
Yeah,
Morris Kiria maybe it is expected because
until Polycarp, that's what Polycarp told me.
Yeah.
Yangamba, when Morris Kiria does an orchestra, it can't make news.
Yes.
Because people expect him
that
like,
kind of
like he has all along put himself in that standard. So you watch Kola, like people kind of look at it and they're like, like it's Morris. What do you expect? So when Morris, because Morris Yakube yaliku golf course, it was the first time I think they organized the show ku golf course, and he had a full band orchestra, a full orchestra. Teyasa ko band because yali yekubira guitar. So it was amazing but very very much expected because mulimu n'ennyimba ze yayimba nga tubadde tumusuubira oziperforminga ku orchestra ogamba nali nsuubira busaabaleyo because busaabaleyo eriko trumpets which had never been played the way they sound on in the audio so nga wali okisuubira but when it comes to Navio ekintu kyekisooka okunzijukiza nti tukyali mabega the very first time I saw a rapper with an orchestra nali nkyali muto that was a full album I think various rappers did with opera artists waliko I think LL Cool J doing a song The America nekubako Mobb Deep the second time I saw a rapper work with an orchestra was Kanye West where yakola full album nga bagiyita oba Let Orchestra where they did songs of Late Registration and School Dropout naye nga ziriko orchestra so they recorded like a full orchestra album nafunawo ne chance na performing Diamonds from Sierra Leone live with an orchestra nti when you see nti since Kanye West in 2005 and then by Rick Ross by Metro Booming bazze bakola ne orchestra and in Uganda it has taken us almost 20 years to get like a first rapper to do that because rap music rap music is very musical but it has taken us 20 years 20 full years that just shows you how we are not very musical as a market the audience is not demanding enough nomimbi nasigala mu comfort zone ye the mere fact nti omimbi tayagala kuinvestinga sente mu craft ye because zino interview twaziwuliranga Chameleone taswala kwogera nti taswala kusa sente nyingi mu video twaziwuliranga nga yakyeyogeredde sigamba nti waliwo kimwogeredde because talabawo value nti Bannayuganda tebaagala kwogera ku Chameleone ne Chameleone atuwadde music ali poorly produced n'ayitawo for all the years that tumanyire I don't think Chameleone has any album which is mastered.
Talking about a mastered album, Navio Yangambi, he's going to do an album, a compilation of his greatest songs, orchestra style.
Yeah, it's about time.
It's something he's going to do next.
Okay.
Atazi katugambe Badman from Kamocha, akwate engalo, akwate nawuliranga zonna baziddemu.
Personally, I got a chance to listen to some of this music rehearsals.
Era nempuliranga yes.
Nebwowulira nawulira just nga abaana bataddeko string section eyo it sounds very different. Intro yayo yoka obanga laba trailer ya film. So
we're going to
so we are in for a very good show.
Yeah, we're in for a very good show.
Okay. And the sound, I'm worried about the sound. Anyway, it's
Fenon is doing the show.
So it's
You people who have had conversations with Navio in this recent past, this same week, how are the ticket sales doing? How are the because you see Navio is a very good artist with a likable character, but his music, it's no secret that
Patrick,
music way.
Kankusalimu ekirimi.
Yes, sir.
Kyoba olina okumanya. There is no way that concert can flow. It just takes a few phone calls.
Okay. Here and there.
Just okay, maybe Mbuzi Zabobi. Since it is not going to flop, is it going to cash in?
Patrick,
Yes, please.
it takes just a few phone calls from the person.
A
we
few phone
all
calls
know.
for people to come and make payments?
Of course.
Of course.
Okay. All right.
Nti just imagine nga order yatoyeddwa ku Pepsi wali nti buli department
Evemu table.
eveemu table.
Table ziba ziwedde.
Ziba ziweddewo.
But in that same lane, do you think that's the picture that Navio has doing this kind
Whether it's the picture he wants to or not, he's already in that boat. You cannot separate.
But in any
Navio,
case, is
the
Navio
artist.
right now? Is he really worried about cashing in?
I
or
do not think. I do not.
is about?
think.
I think he's more concentrating on executing the show as he wants it to come
Yes.
out.
All right, I really wish him the best. You guys are gonna be.
I have to be there.
I've not attended a short Serena in a while. I think this one I'll be there.
Yeah, sure. I think I will also.
amasimu nga tuvudde wano.
Andrew.
One thing I know, because Uganda, Uganda, we are very much allergic to good music. Kikula kyaffe. Buli ewali ebyenjawulo tutyawo tugamba either beepanka like tuyina embeera gye tussaawo era kyoba olaba nti at the moment Navio bw'akola show nga ne Gravity alina show omanyi abantu gye bajja okuddukira Morris bw'akola show nga waliwo nga ne Lupazo alina show kangambe Lupazo era abantu bajja genda wali Lupazo tuyina nature yaffe ey'ekidandali nti ate wadde tugamba twagala kubuukabuukamu ne bwe tufuna akuba ebyokubuukabuuka nga naye abikoze bulungi era tuba tetumwagala
Era tunoonyayo ensonga lwaki
tetuyina mwagala
At least tebagamba ebyoluzungu wano tebikola
oyina sooka kikuba so mainstream audience sisuubira nti egenda nategeera concept eyo mulimu abagenda okujja ku sheeyo nga either waliwo amuleese agambe byaboye.
My interest in that show, as we go into our main topic, is how Phenon, if they are the ones in charge of sound,
they are the ones.
How they are going to pull off that sound across that 45-piece orchestra. Buli omu abeerenga sound we ali very very clear. For me, that is where.
But if it's Phenon, of course they will.
But I'm sure they have it figured out.
Just on the side note, this year Phenon yajja gowa abantu mirimu.
Kuba maanyi abalala guno mwaka tebaze.
Phenon yakuba Kenije Kenya.
Kenya beba
nemuddamu ne one.
Nene ali yalese ebyuma.
Kati chicho okay cheneza kugamba nti this year Phenon has been able to do shows.
Chokoze na Andrew yayogera okoze bubi nnyo. Mukulu ochokoze omusajja omudda muleni. Kati actually awoli akola nti yali
Ekitaddewo.
No, but there is a thing that has been going on. There is a way Phenon has consolidated like he never existed. It's like he's hungrier than he was 10 years back. Today Phenon can do like 2 shows happening on the same day and he still delivers the same way.
Waliwo Phenon bwe yakola events nya on the same day. Balina omukolo gwa government Munyonyo nga bakuba ekololo nga bakuba ku Serena nga balina ne another event. Actually mba mujjukira weekend ya it should have been that weekend ya coffee marathon or something nga zona bali ziko
nze kyenjagala ku
ate nga alinayo n'obulalalala obutibu
corporate parties
Phenon lately they are willing to go in for a challenge. Ukitegera nti nabo baagala nnyo challenge eyo. Kati wala ebibuuzo bitwebuuza wano. We are wondering how Phenon is going to be able to pull it off. Ebyo bye baagala. Ukitegera nti ogendeyo naawe okole ki? Weerabireko. Those are the questions we had to share a pass. Ukitegera.
nga tuzembya ddala akakasajja kakola show.
Kati neeno nayo show. Bwe amaanyi gonna bagenda gateeka mu sheeyo
bajjayo picture
muveeyo nga mukkiriza mugaye
because Phenon yakuba Kenije.
Guys, the last 25 minutes Madenya tuzikozesa bwe tuti away from people who are seemingly doing things right nga tubadde tubyogerako waliwo ate bo abali mu I want to call it drama. Our main topic today is focusing on music and politics because now the period has returned to Zayo Mukalulu. Campaigns have kicked off already, but the different camps have already picked on the artists they want to work with, or the artists have already picked on the camps they want to work with.
The camps do not pick them.
It is the artists that pick.
The artists, the camps picked the artists only once. Tubonga Nawe. After that, the artists kind of, okay, the camps, one camp still picked a few artists. Right now, the artists were back to camp. Go walabe Kyagulanyi ayita Palaso. Palaso yeyaze ne yekolera tweet ye. Bwe yamaze okwekolera tweet ye.
Tutandikirawo wenyini. What drives musicians to these political camps? Is it money? Is it influence? Is it allegiance? What is it really? Chechi.
Byonna obyogedde.
Ogibuuziza n'ogyeddamu.
Waliwo gye bagenda.
Palaso yenyini.
Waliwo gye bagenda nga banoonyayo ssente. Palaso teyanoonyeza ssente. Ate sisuubira nti Palaso ali mu kunkyukakyuka, sisuubira nti bimukwatako. Cause Palaso ow'enkyukakyuka ye yali ne muganda we gwe yali amanyi nti he would make a very bad mayor ng'amunoonyeza akalulu.
Nga yeesibye ne taaga wali.
Nga yeesibye ne tag campaign manager. So Palaso awo anoonyawo masannyalaze cause ye Palaso ndowooza bwe yeeraba ate nga si bwe yeeraba engeri gye yeerabamu simbi. Palaso akyalina future mu ndongo. Muganda we gy'atakyanoonya, Bebe Cool gy'atakyanoonya, ne Bobi Wine gy'atakyanoonya. Nti abayimbi abasinga nga bwe nagambye bewalaba sayidi eri okujjuza ekivvulu kyonna beetaaga okulangira emyezi nga 6. Palaso akyali mu vogue naye twogera like alina ku buyimba obutambula. Ebyaddala nga tuzze mu byaki abantu bonna bonna be batuula wansi bamanyi amaanyi g'abantu we bali.
Can I? So for me, I think, but artists, ne politics. Ekisooka ba artists tebali interested in politics. But I think the point is politics and music intermarried. Begatta nga tokyasobola baawula, and there are basically 2 scenarios that caused that. One is exactly 10 years ago when artists, 12 of them, put themselves together and composed Tubonga Nawe.
10 years ago, it will be 10 years ago next week. Exactly.
Yeah, I think on 16th. So a year after that, all 1.5 years after that, the other scenario was the emergence of Bobi Wine, who was part of the industry or part of the artists coming frontline into the politics.
Nenga tochimanyi nti Bobi Wine was a direct result of Tubonga Nawe.
Exactly, that is also very true. Because much of Amanyi Bobi Wine yakozesa coming in the Chadondo elections, yalina a lot of a backdrop influence okuva mu kuba nti he didn't participate
in Tubonga
Nawe. So basically after that, ba artists bonna ne balowooza nti their allegiance ne gundi ne politics is a thing. Today tokyasobola kwawula. Actually for the 10 years ojalabanga ebivulu ebisinga bibeera political, and there are very many things that have shaped this period. Musobola okujjukira bemba mujjukira bulungi nti mu myaka gino 10 mwalimu time we baboolera abayimbi abamu abo abamu batandika backball bucupa, mulimu abasalawo bakansolinge their engagement with politics, era abamu kyabakolera people like Juliana yasala wakite, Rema Namakula yasala wakite, mulimu abasala King Saha yamala nasala n'avaayo, mulimu abasigala nga balemezaamu
ate nga mu myaka egyo 10 mulimu abatakya performinga mu bifo bimu.
Exactly.
If you've noticed, omanyi omuntu kyangwa omutookera n'agamba nti Tubonga Nawe did not affect Bebe Cool. But Bebe Cool's performances have been very measured. Bebe Cool lwe yasooka okuba n'ekivulu ku Serena was 2014. 2014. He had a concert at Serena and immediately after Serena n'agenda n'akuba concert endala mu bufo obulala like okolerayo Serena was a status thing for him
n'akolabo extra.
yes Bebe Cool bw'amala ofulumya Go Mama album which was also done at Serena the performance n'agenda n'akuba obuvulu obuki obulala obutini right now Bebe Cool bwe bava mu campaign ezo Bebe Cool came to Serena as a necessity era net selling ya tables eza Bebe Cool owa 2016 yali very tactical abaana bagagameo family nga bakola ne meeting of who is going to buy those tables how to cause already andizo bo bakola ekivulu after Tubonga Nawe ne soka ne kibalagako
10 years of raw.
10 years of raw after that time mulimu abayimbi abataddamu kuba open air because open air oba oyise mass market
Yes.
nti Juliana teyadda mu open air
Actually it took her years.
Irene teyadda mu open air nti ne Bebe Cool yennyini taddanga mu kisaawe nti ategese Bebe Cool azze mu kisaawe mulimu abaagenda basimanya Judith babiri Yesaha had to change n'asala so bintu bingi ebibadde
along the way also in the 10 years which I also believe is the other third factor of politics and music being together. Bobby Wine wajja mulimu ba artists abalala abaali you know bali interested ne bagamba nabo ke bagezese ate bwe bagezesa ne kikola which are over the effect the ripple effect on that has been it ba artists baze bagamba kumanyi gennina nsobola ki because Lutaya yajja Hilda Manajja a couple of them abalala bamu abali not directly artists but into the published world nabo ne bajja so kati ba artists abasinga balowooza nti the mix nawe basobola okukola ki okusalirawo but it is interesting 10 years nga bwogambye next week it will mark 10 years because that song Tubonga Nawe was launched to the president on the 16th of October 2015 this year which is ideally 10 years later on a Saturday 27th of September 20 days before the 16th before the exact 10 years waliwo era group presenting the president in the same venue almost the same time in 10 years later ne bamuwa album
lwakomanyi difference ya kino nekiri nti the other ones were icons these ones were washed out
true
because bano tetusobola nagamba nti baboycotting half of them tebalina musically want to muwuliriza
which begs the question nti bano abasinga are they just schemers because waliwo bootunuulira nga music tabadde tatambula bulungi then all of a sudden nasalawo to join a certain camp particularly in NUP nga bolaba katu we can give examples of Big I nti music abadde tali even Nina Rose I think music abadde tali as active as then all of a sudden they're interested in the politics they want to stand but isn't it away from just them just being scheming for this thing isn't it risky business because katwala be Big I candidate yajufunye for example what is the aftermath of that
ideally it is a risky business but it is worth it. I'll give you an example. Just imagine with Bobby Wine's party and influence being so strong in the Buganda region. It is very risky, but then it is also worth it. Just imagine bawa the Big I card here. Naitawo. It chandibadde worth the risk. Nje nababuse nachita. I'll give you an example of Vildaman Weyaja in 2021. He was not at the very best of the music industry. So nti omuntu bwe yamulabanga ayingidde politics na onoga yagenda tekamu n'akasente kakatini kayina bwe bigaana so bw'oba okitunudde from that angle ogamba it is very risky but what if kati yakikuba
but one thing people
era na escaping that musical
one thing people need to remember by the way Bobby Wine agenda oyingira politics nga naye ekintu kimukutte at that time yali amaze akubye buparadiso nga buganye nti ekintu ekyazimba Bobby Wine was Bobby Wine not being on Tubonga Nawe. Like that was Bobby Wine's rebirth. Nti Bobby Wine n'akayimba ke yali yakuba edda I think in 2014 oba 2015 akasituka kapikingira awo nga kagana nga kali okozi ka film twali twakalaba gundi yakadirectinga bujingo nga twakalaba nga akayimba mwekali naye akayimba nga kagana akayimba ne kayimuka ne kafuuka some sort of an anthem awo nga elections akagweza 2016 so politics abasinga baze for a rebirth nti yesonyiwa ekintu kya music afuuke wano nti legislator naye nga amazima chances z'okugaana nyingi naye ate nga bw'oyitiramu awo
And Isaac, I want to close with you. Twogedde ku bali ku side eno ya LUP, but we've seen group ya Kenzo batute wa president. And we've all agreed here before Patrick came in that most of them, about maybe 85% of them, tumaze emyaka nga 15 tetubawulira. Is this their chance to resurrect musically or resurrect their pockets?
Kyosengeye kyekigenda okubeerawo resurrecting their pockets naye challenge weri nti resurrecting their pockets zo banaazifuna because we've all been noticing that money comes but money doesn't reach the intended target. Kitegeera abantu bajja kozesebwa naye baleme kusasulibwa at the end of the day. Okitegeera.
For me, I wanted to add something small. For me, the challenge I have with what Eddie Kenzo did is one. You see, when you look at the structures of the industry in Uganda, Eddie Kenzo yajja federation, naji placing somewhere within the structures. I believe it is very wrong okwata an association or a grouping that ideally, structurally has to be very independent, not your political tag. So for me, I think that was a step in the wrong direction, and I think it is going to cost Kenzo as an individual the royalty Jabadayina with some of the artists. I will give you an example. Federation, Kenzo Jali leading. Palazzo is the vice president in that.
Palazzo is in NUP now. I don't think.
Kati Palazzo ntinkulaga yasaze yazeri. So chirekawa Kenzo kubanti ekintu kye packages as a product yagambye and Federation is giving the president. So checho kachoka kiraga nti the institution he's leading is partisan. Kachija tegeeza nti Federation ejali meeting abayimbi abata supporting kibiina ekyo. Yet Federation erina okubanga eri very inclusive. So kijja tegeeza nti some of the benefits they are fighting for zijja limiting abantu abamu. So for me, I believe Kenzo as a leader needed to draw a very distinctive line on mirimu gyakolera president nga Kadawe n'ekibiina kya leadinga because kigenda leeta obuzibu bunene nnyo.
So you would suggest Kenzo steps aside as the federation?
No. Kenzo, yes. Kenzo Federation ajije. Yes. Because I attended, Eddie Kenzo invited me for that launch and I attended. Product yonna nga bwe bagikola, the way that product, the album was packaged, it was the UNMF, the federation giving to the president, giving him this package of an album, which I believe is totally wrong. And I think I'll meet up with him next week. I'll share the same, thing one-on-one.
Church to Eddie Kenzo y'omu ku basinga okubeera vocal about Bobi Wine okuleeta politics mu byobufuzi. Eddie Kenzo n'aba vocal nti ffe tetuli mu byabufuzi because buli Bobi Wine bwe yabuzanga ebibuuzo ebyali very important ng'agamba ffe tetuli byabufuzi oyagala leeta byabufuzi. Then Kenzo yennyini
kati akiri
wakati yakute federation n'agenda n'agiwanda ebigambo mu kamwa. Ekifo ky'okugenda ye nga ye n'agamba nti nze nga mutabani wa Geno chef eyafumba emmere ali
yakolako ne ku gate
kati yakola ku gate
anti bibuzaabuza atatwamu waliwo yakola ku gate
ne olaba story ya Kenzo ebuzaabuza. Kenzo yaliko ku street kati bwe tutandika obirowoozaamu
Yeah.
tujja bigagana
oba yali agiyitako buyisi n'agamba eyo gye yaliko.
ate ebintu bya Kenzo biwangu.
He's a street boy.
Okay. Guys, we are
Ova mu ghetto totwesiba.
time ebadde tuyiseeko, but I think we've tried to exhaust everything. Unless you guys want to chip in something we've forgotten on that topic, I would like to close the show from here. Patrick, where are you over the weekend?
Over the weekend, I've been interested in joining the orchestra affair at the Kampala Serena. So that's Saturday. Tomorrow I'm going to be at the normal gallery. There is an exhibition that's happening. Then Sunday, I will find where I can catch up, a live band session. Yeah.
Okay. Andrew?
Nja kubeera ku gallery enkya.
Normal gallery?
Normal gallery. Then ku Saturday,
Serena.
nze nange Saturday Serena, then ku Sunday bannaye Kampala festival yakomyewo.
Yes.
It is Saturday. It is Sunday.
Sunday.
I think tukwataganemu tuyiteyo.
tukwataganemu.
Tuyinza n'okukolayo
Tuyinza n'okolerayo akantu.
Waliwo yangamba tayagala kayita. So
tuyinza okukolayo so naye ku luno bawaddeyo Diamond ebibiri nga bye bamuwalulira oba babiwadde ba local artists.
yali musisi sirowooza nti ono aliwo ali
Hajjati alabika
agataweka budget tagirina bulungi.
I'll also be at Serena for Navio's show. Then next week, Andrew, when is that play by Dr. Charles Molekwa?
Next
Man to
week.
Man. Is it Man to Man?
It's starting next
Man to
week.
Man is next week.
Starting next week.
That's Tindy, it has
it's going to be
Frobisher, it
around
has
for 3 weeks.
Simon Bascali.
Kalema.
One thing Chensoolo Bagamba, I've been lucky enough to see that play, and it's really good. Yeah, so
Being acted by another team.
yes, this
Yeah,
is
me
being
too.
acted by another team. Mulimu abantu babiri bokka abali mu original. They are both girls, but the rest of the team, bapya. I'm excited to see Tindy because Tindy is an amazing actor. Abasinga bamanyiddemu comedy, but
Yes.
when she's acting like
Speaking of that
Serious,
cast, Fun Factory have a show, Independence show on Independence, which
Thursday.
is next week on Thursday. And if you've looked at the poster, it looks very interesting.
Yeah, something very interesting. Nenkusaba tokikola.
I'll close the show from there.
Fun Factory has
waliwo abula
Fun Factory has a show next Thursday. It's a special one because bagenda babawa something extra. Era bagenda va ku mitwalo 3 bakole emitwalo 5. So
The cast is very interesting.
Amajego nawe gali.
Amajja konna kwegali Simon Bascalema, Tindy Mustafa, Zizinga.
tugendere mu alphabetical order tusobole obamalayo.
Tutandike.
Alphabet tutandikira ku kigu. Mulimu wa
Temuli wa H
mulimu wa B.
Temuli wa B. Batandikira ku C.
All right,
Till
guys,
next
see you next week.